Gemini? Welcome to the channel. I am aTone. This is aTone Tarot. You are tuned in for your 10-day forecast from the 11th to the 20th of October. And we are tapping into relationships, love, for my singles and those of you in a relationship. We're going to get up into that message with the tarot and this lovely relationships and singles oracle. So if you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, Gemini, we're going to get up into your message. I'll pull 5 cards from the tarot and 5 from the singles and relationship oracle to see what my Gemini collective has for the middle of October. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Gemini, what y'all got going on in love? Let's see. I hope all is well with you guys. And you're doing all right. All right, Spirit, let's see what we got for our Geminis. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay, Gemini. I love love, so, you know, I'm here for it. I am here for the love. Let's see what we got for my Gemini collective. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus in this relationships and singles oracle. All right, Gemini, let's get up into your message from the 11th to the 20th. For my Gemini collective, we have the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the World, the Sun, as well as the King of Pentacles. From the Oracle deck, we have not committed, need rescuing, comparison, being cold, and feeling unloved. All right, so it looks as if I'm speaking to a Gemini collective that was dating. You guys were dating a few people. You guys had options, and you made the decision about somebody. You made a choice. You cut all of your other options off for somebody, and that created a bit of a wave or a ripple, upsetting line drawn in the sand for some. But you're all right with your decision, I will say. And now the person that you cut off, or people that you cut off, they might be a bit of an issue because they will create some level of drama in your new situation if you allow it. So be careful of that. Like, with not committed here in comparison is like I'm speaking to a Gemini collective who weighed their options very carefully and said, nah, I'm gonna go over here and go with this one. You knew for certain who you wanted to deal with. You might have known it the whole time, and you just played it out until the opportunity presented itself for you to shut whatever else down. But you found your perfect match, and you knew who that match was, Gemini, with this King and Queen of Pentacles being here as it relates to a love read, and you got the world and the sun in between that. So whoever this is your world and lights it up, you know. So that's a beautiful thing, and that's why I said I love, because whatever this is, or whoever I'm speaking to, whatever Gemini I am speaking to, they had some options. You had plenty of options, but you knew straight away who you wanted. With this Seven of Cups being here, like, you're like, yeah, I know who I want. I know who I want. And like I said, the person that you didn't choose, or people that you didn't choose, they're not happy about it. Nobody likes rejection, but this might be a situation where, because you didn't choose them, now your phone starts to ring, and they start to create reasons as to why they need to contact you, despite knowing that you're in a relationship, and you're like, you know, I want to respect I need you to respect my significant other and back off. But no, they're going to call you and be like, oh, my tire blew out on the side of the highway, and you're the only person I can call, and they're going to make you feel bad, and they're going to need you to rescue them. And that can create an issue, and they may get you in a space and want you to tell them, well, why did you choose that person over me? Where the tire, them being stranded on the side of the road, was just a farce to get you alone, so that they can have a conversation with you about why you didn't choose them, even though you made it very clear as to why you weren't interested, and when you told them that you weren't interested anymore. So, but they're not letting go. They're not letting go, Gemini. And they may create some static in your new situation because of it. You know, hopping online, finding out who your significant other is, going to their page, making comments. They're going to create some issues because you didn't choose them. But it doesn't seem to rock the boat of your significant other one way or the other. I don't even know if your significant other even notices the person. That they're unbothered by it, either by way of being so happily in love with you, Gemini, or they're just unbothered. They don't care, you know. And that level of security inside of that person is a big part of the reason why you chose them, because they were so secure. They had a mirroring of security as it relates to you. Like, you, Gemini, are an independent person as it relates to how you think, how you move. Like, you can go with the crowd or you can go alone. Geminis are good either way, however you want to slice it, right? But they also understand that not the rest of the world is able to dip in between those two personas, but Geminis can do it easily. And this person is also good at standing on their own, as well as showing up nicely in a crowd. So yeah, but that person or people, like I said, that you didn't choose, Gemini, they might be an issue for you moving forward. So just keep a watch out for that. Yeah. In addition to the message about, Gemini collective that was dating and they made their decision, if you are already in a relationship and you're here wanting to know more about your relationship currently that you're locked into, it is a solid relationship. Now, there is some confusion between you guys, like the misinterpretation of how the other person feels. And that can be squared away with a good conversation, a good Netflix and chill snacks, or something that you and this person used to do in the honeymoon stages of your relationship that you don't get the opportunity to do so much now. Your relationship would do good to have that spark again, or just trying something simple but from the past that's nostalgic, that you can say, I remember when we used to, I don't know, go to the drive-in movie together, or maybe used to go to a particular diner together. Go revisit that time of your relationship and remember why you two came into partnership in the first place, because between you, you have the world and the sun. And that just is saying you are each other's world and you brighten it up. And it's that is admired and even envied by some. So don't take that for granted, Gemini. Don't take what you have in a partner for granted, because it may create someone to get wandering eyes now. So, we can get too comfortable in our situations. Again, if it don't apply, let it fly, because this is really, especially with the tarot, is giving a partnership that is equally balanced. The two individuals know how to work through conflict together, and they are nicely paired. You even look nice together. You're the king. You got the king and the queen of pentacles out here, Gemini. If that ain't Gemini energy, if that ain't mirroring, twinning energy, I don't know what is. So that's beautiful right there. Whoever you are in a relationship with or paired with, they are just as bout it as you are. They just as willing to roll up them sleeves as you are. Don't discount that. It may not look like how you do it, but they doing it and they in the trenches just like you are, Gemini, and that's what's up. It's not easy to find that level of pairing and partnering with another person. So if you found it in this lifetime, that's what's up. I'm going to read Not Committed. I'm going to read the messages on the oracle cards, and then I'm going to clarify the Seven of Cups, and that will be your message, Gemini. But Not Committed says, always chasing or being chased. You might be willing to commit to one person. So again, I could have been speaking to a Gemini collective that was for the streets, and they met their match. They met somebody that got them starstruck, got them like, ooh, who is that? Like, somebody retired your jersey, Gemini. Somebody took you off the bench. Somebody put you on a bench and said, no, have a seat. And you thought you was going to be out on the court like Jordan for decades, and somebody retired that ass. Okay. Need rescuing. You are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. So nobody's coming to save you, Gemini. but it don't seem like you need saving. Seem like the other people might need some saving. Also, this card, I attributed it to the example with someone that you were dating prior to the one that you decided to lock it down with. I attributed the scenario about them calling you and saying their tire blew out and they need you to come pick them up. You see, it says, and start looking, right? So you must stop waiting and start looking. Don't go looking for problems, Gemini. You made your choice. You made your decision. Don't fall for the schemes of someone trying to pull on your heartstrings and make you feel bad because you didn't choose them. Be wise. Comparisons. Comparing is unfair. Leave the past behind and see new love for who they are. Leave that past stuff back there. I just told you, don't go peeking back. You made your choice. Stick with it. Move forward. Being cold. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. You don't need to be friendly to nobody. Especially not overly friendly after you made that choice. Feeling unloved. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. That is what you have. Don't risk it by way of trying to be overly accommodating to someone else's feelings, and you're not in a relationship with them. Because again, we can know who we want to choose and deal with, and that'd be great. But when there's someone waiting in the wings that we are not as interested in, and you know that person is more into you than you're into them, it can be difficult to work yourself up to have that conversation, to let someone down and figure out what words to use where you don't sound like a total asshole. So we get nervous, and then when we do say it, it's out our mouth. We feel bad sometimes, especially if the person's response is tears and they don't take it so well. They're devastated. They're like, oh my God, I didn't see this coming. And you're like, what? You didn't know I didn't like you? I barely talked to you. Like, from your perspective, you would have thought that they would have been a little more clued in to what was coming, and they weren't, and they take it badly. And when that happens, you feel bad, right? But you still move on with your choice. But that person, it might be stuck, still processing the news that they just got from you, Gemini. And they will do things desperately sometimes to wiggle their way back into your good graces or back into a space, you know, like, are you sure? Are you sure we can't just talk about it? Like, if you just come over and just talk with me about it. I feel so sick. Can you bring me some tea? I don't have anybody else to but you were my only person. I depended on you night and day for everything until you just totally blew up my world with that devastating news that I wasn't prepared. Yeah, don't get sucked in to none of that, Gemini. Don't do it. Block them. Don't even answer the phone call. I know it may sound harsh, but it will save you time, energy, effort in the long run. They will be all right. They'll be able to fix it and figure it out and heal by themselves, especially once you completely sever ties. But let's see what's up with this Seven of Cups here for my Gemini. And if you could, please smash that like button. I would appreciate it. All right, let's see why this Seven of Cups is here for my Gemini. collective. What's up with this Seven of Cups, Spirit? So, the Seven of Cups represents a few things, but in this case, it's confusion. You know, options. You see him, you see all the cups he has to choose from. And in some of the cups, there's some good things. But in some of the cups, not so good things. And it's all about choices, right? So the Seven of Cups was clarified by the Three of Cups in reverse, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Swords. This says, basically, when the Three of Cups is in reverse, that's gossip. People putting negative energy out there about you, or wanting to know your business, right? So basically, with this Three of Cups in reverse, if you made a choice to go with someone else other than them, they're asking and talking shit about that other person. Oh, Gemini didn't choose me. Well, I heard the person that they did choose, they'd be broke every other week. So Gemini are gonna be in for it. You know, they made the bad decision, you know, not choosing me. So there's gonna be some of that. Like I said, whoever didn't get the nod from you, Gemini, is a little salty. And they, in the background, stirring it up, right? They're talking trash with this Five of Wands. Like, just imagine sitting around at a barbershop or hair salon, just chatting it up about your person. Talking trash. They broke. They used to deal with this person, used to deal with that person. When they're just mad that, you know, you chilled and took a break and relaxed and said, I'm good off you. I don't want to go any further with this. So that break or that rest that you put in place is causing gossip, chitter chatter, and someone challenging, like, I don't, you sure that's true? What you saying about Gemini's person? Because I saw so-and-so at work last week. They don't seem broke to me. Yeah, they broke. You just don't know them like I do. Yeah, they out here talking trash because they feel salty. I mean, it happens. Let them talk, Gemini. Don't worry about them. That's their own bitterness and anger and delays of healing, right? Because the time spent in barbershops and at the water cooler at work talking about somebody behind their back or whatever the case may be, all of the chit chat and gossip that is going on is just a delay of them sitting with themselves and looking inside themselves to say, well, what am I lacking? Or maybe it just wasn't meant for me and Gemini. Maybe I dodged the bullet with Gemini because I would have been unhappy. Who knows? You know, that level of perspective, maturity, and self assessment is not a strong trait in a lot of people, but it's okay. Just allow the immature, petty, childish chitter chatter now, Gemini. Just the talk. Because when someone's talking, let them talk. But if it goes past that, now, I can't tell you what to do or not to do when it goes past talking. But people want to talk, let them talk. But you know. Let them bump their gums while you and your boo smile, laugh, and feed each other fruit in front of them, right? They want to talk, give them something to talk about then. But that is your message, Gemini. I hope it helps. And until next time, peace.